Look, I get it. There are moments in life when it feels like you have already failed too many times to keep going, like you've made the same mistake again and again. Promised yourself, this time will be different, and somehow ended up right back at the start. That kind of repetition messes with your confidence. It makes you question yourself. It makes you wonder if maybe you're just not built for more. But let me tell you something that might surprise you. Repeating mistakes doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're learning in real time. Failure isn't a sign that you should stop. Failure is information. It's feedback. It's how you slowly, painfully, but honestly, figure out what works and what doesn't. Greatness has never belonged to people who got it right the first time. It belongs to people who are willing to be wrong long enough to figure it out. Trial and error isn't embarrassing. It's necessary. And here's where a lot of people lose themselves. They start doing things out of anger, out of revenge, out of a need to prove someone wrong. They chase success just so they can look back and say, "See, I told you so." But the truth is, living for other people's opinions is one of the fastest ways to stay stuck. The best revenge really is no revenge. Real power comes from focusing on your own growth so deeply that other people's voices just fade into background noise. Now, I won't pretend this is easy. It's scary. It's uncomfortable. There are days when it genuinely feels like there's no hope, like the weight of everything you're carrying is just too much. And if you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. We've all been there. But here's the hard part. If you want something incredible to happen, if you want to make a real difference, you can't run from that fear. You have to face it. This is where everything changes. At some point, your focus has to shift. Not just a little. Completely. So intensely that most people won't understand it. And that's okay. Because the truth is, you already have what it takes. You just haven't gone far enough into the uncomfortable places to find it yet. Growth lives in fear. It lives in suffering. It lives in doubt. There's a saying that hits hard for a reason. You don't meet your true self until you're exhausted. Comfort hides who you really are, but exhaustion drags the truth into the light. And what you find there isn't weakness. It's the version of you that's been buried under excuses and distractions. No ego. Nowhere to hide. Just you in the moment. And when that moment comes, the real question isn't whether life is hard. The question is who you become when it is. When the doubts show up. When that voice in your head starts whispering that you are not enough. Can you look it in the face and say, "I hear you"? But you don't get to decide. Because when everything inside you is screaming to quit, and you take one more step anyway, that's the real you. That's where greatness actually lives. You know what's crazy? The people who win aren't always the most talented. They're the ones who believe in themselves, even when no one else does. Even when the world is quiet. Even when there is no plaza. They bet on their strengths. They stop obsessing over what they are bad at and start building on what they are good at. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's a decision. And confidence doesn't mean you think you're perfect. It means you believe you can improve. The most successful people in the world still feel like they have something to prove. They're never truly comfortable. They're always setting new goals, always pushing a little further. Not because they hate where they are, but because they respect their potential. If you're doing anything meaningful, critics are guaranteed. That's just part of the deal. If you absolutely can't tolerate criticism, the safest option is to do nothing new. Nothing interesting. Nothing that matters. But here's the reality. Most people aren't thinking about you nearly as much as you think they are. They're too busy worrying about their own lives. And sometimes, after years of grinding, you hit a strange point. The work feels repetitive. The passion feels dull. That's not failure. That's a signal. It's time to dig deeper, to redefine what matters to you, to revive the dreams and hobbies you let fade away while you were surviving. Life isn't meant to be a perfectly scripted path. The unknown is what keeps it alive. Challenges are supposed to scare you. The moment life stops challenging you is the moment your will starts to die. There will always be a million reasons not to try, but there's one powerful reason to keep going. Belief. Before success shows up in public, it's built in private. Early mornings, just belief being trained. over and over again, until preparation finally collides with opportunity. That's what people call luck. But it's not luck. It's ownership. It's building something piece by piece, and knowing every part of it belongs to you. You don't just exist in this world. You shape it. You leave your mark on it. 10 years from now, you will be someone that's not optional. The only question is who. What are you becoming right now with the choices you make today? Even if life feels messy, even if you're broke, even if getting out of bed feels like a fight, you have to stay in the fight. Because the moment you lay down and stay there, it gets harder to get back up. There'll be moments when life throws everything it has at you. Every reason to quit will sound logical, reasonable, sensible. And the scary part is, those reasons will make sense. But ask yourself this: what if you didn't quit? What if you pushed through? What kind of story could you tell on the other side of that mountain? Most of the monsters we're afraid of aren't external. They're the things we keep avoiding, the tasks we keep delaying, the conversations we don't want to have. The longer we avoid them, the bigger they get. Showing up isn't winning. Showing up is the minimum. Winning is doing the work when it's uncomfortable and unglamorous. Even if you're not where you want to be yet, appreciate the grind. Appreciate the chaos. Life is open. You don't know what's coming next. And that's part of the beauty of it. Because giving up doesn't give you peace. It gives you regret. It leaves you alone with what if. Purpose starts with focus. What you feed grows. What you starve dies. Your time and attention are the most valuable tools you have. Use them intentionally. Become the kind of person who embodies confidence, resilience, optimism. Someone who doesn't run from storms but learns how to steer through them. You don't need to be good at everything. You have a gift, something that comes more naturally to you than to others. That's where you should invest your energy. Stop trying to be everything and start becoming yourself. Things will go wrong, sometimes all at once. And when they do, that doesn't mean it's over. It means it's time to act. Fear doesn't disappear on its own. It dies when you move through it. Discipline is hard because it's supposed to be. Mental toughness is what separates those who dream from those who do. You don't have as much time as you think you do. If you want something better, wake up to that reality. Set standards. Raise them. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. They don't exist. Life happens now, not in some distant future. Take care of today, and enough good todays will quietly build a meaningful life. Run toward adversity instead of away from it. Every time you face fear, you gain strength. You can't get any other way. There will always be a moment when you're tempted to turn back. Most people do. But if you turn back, you never get where you were going. The time is now, not later, not someday. This is your time. To stop playing small, to stop shrinking yourself, to believe that your voice matters, to trust that the work you're doing is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, more capable than you were yesterday. If this message hit you, comment iron below. This channel isn't for everyone, only for those who choose discipline over comfort. Subscribe if you re one of Tim. I'll see you at the top.